This place is looking better and better every day. I'm dripping sweat already, and I don't like it. First thing we're going to do today is go ahead and get some more of these grubbins out. That'll be our first chore. As I was saying, I'm soaked. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because of grease. I had to grease up the truck's tailgate, but I also had to grease this machine up first thing this morning. The humidity's got to be 200% high. The grease gremlins were speaking in my ear today. You guys can't listen to the grease gremlins, and no, they're not little fairies that grease the equipment for you at night. They're those little demons that tell you, you know what? Maybe it'll cloud up later. Let's just push it another hour before we grease the machine, or you're just going to be loading 4 truckloads today. Let's wait till tomorrow when it might be cooler. These little devils will cost you so much money. I'll take that to my house. They'll cost you a fortune. So the big thing to take away from today is stick by your 10-hour increments. Check this out. I was right on the money. And I talk about it all the time. You guys probably get sick of it, but you have to grease your machines. And you're going to have to do it eventually, so just bite the bullet, do it every 10 hours. Or like I preach, if it's been several days or heavy rain, go ahead and grease it again. Grease it more frequently if you're digging in a pond or something, or sandy soil where that stuff works its way in. Because when you grease it and it pushes that grease out, it'll push contaminants, and if you do have any metal showing up, which you shouldn't. Back when I had employees, we had a rule, and I told them, if I catch you one time not greasing my machines, you're done. You're out of here. I had zero tolerance for that. And I hold myself to the same standard. I'm not going to do something silly like not grease my equipment just because I'm feeling lazy. You've got to be disciplined. And if it's not your machinery, have enough respect for the guy that's paying your checks to take care of his stuff. That's all I've got to say about that. And you guys will notice also, I'll point out in just a second, that it looks like there's more and more little roots and stumps sticking up. There's not more and more, it's the fact that it came a pour down yesterday, and any roots that were even close to the surface, they're getting washed off by rain and starting to show up. I let those things do what I call air pruning. Those roots will dry out and break off. Horses will trample them. It'll be fine. How many truckloads do you guys think I'm gonna get out of here today? We've got this little bit of stuff here. I'll cheat for y'all, probably about a truckload yet to load right there. The reason I cheat and tell you guys that is because there's no way for y'all to look and tell. We are gonna haul out those loads of brush. Customer just doesn't want to fool with burning them, and I don't blame them. There's really no way to get at a legal distance from their house and other houses in the area, which is 500 feet. That's your distance you're supposed to be. There could be 5 or 6 trucks in here yet. Hopefully not. Hopefully I can compact it in and get it out of here as quick as possible. We've done really, really well on this project as far as time. Now we've just got to do really, really well as far as being efficient hauling out. That humidity's crazy. I got to see a mama bear and 3 cubs at my house this morning. If I can remember, I'll get Kelly to send me the video.
He's too afraid of the phone.
He's yelling, "Help me, Mama." Uh-oh. She's standing up.
Yeah.
She's looking at us.
I was just kind of hanging around. It was a neighbor's dog had one of the cubs run up a tree, and I didn't want mama bear to attack the neighbor's dog. Unless I wasn't in a huge hurry. I like watching the bears. Black bear isn't aggressive, too bad. But mama bear, if she feels like her cubs are threatened, she can get a little temperamental, if you know what I mean. I like watching videos of people loading trucks, so today there's going to be a couple of cycles of that. I imagine I've got a couple of viewers that like watching it. I find it to be a little relaxing. And I may have something intelligent come to mind to say. It's not likely, but we'll see. This stuff's a lot like manure. Once you get it in the truck and go down the road for any distance, it'll compact against that tailgate. Most of the time you can open the tailgate and it won't fall out. Just don't bank on it. Come on. Trying to avoid those sticks. Making it to the house. We've had so much rain lately. I watch a channel, Sunny Farms. They're out in South Dakota. And they've dealt with drought for a couple of years. And I've been so happy to see them just get tons and tons of rain here this summer. But they're getting to that point where it's almost too much. I've been so fortunate to be able to keep working despite the rain and bad weather we've had. Well, maybe it's good weather considering, depending on how you look at it. So that stuff, it just kind of wants to clump and stick together. See if I can get up here a little higher. That pond we recently worked on, that customer's having trouble. I don't know what they're doing upstream, but it is just constantly clogging that grate up. And we can't really do much with the grate because they're concerned about their fish washing downstream. 'Cause, 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 ' The only option I see happening is improving their overflow. I'll post some pictures. But really, if it floods over, which the overflow right now is working, it's overflow, and the idea is that when there's too much water for the pipe to flow, that it starts running out, or running out the drain pipe. But the overflow is not necessarily meant to take the place of the drain pipe when it clogs. They're supposed to work together. So when that drain pipe can't handle all of it, it should be flowing at its maximum flow. It's an 18-inch pipe, and the overflow should be running. And that's what allows it to work. With the type of fish she's got in there, I really am not concerned about, because they're not trout. They're mostly carp, and I don't think that they're attracted to fast flowing water. I think once the current picks up, they'll avoid it, I think. Does anybody out there know? I'd love some input. I'm not an aquatician. So if you got some advice as far as that goes, I told them if it was me, I would just remove the grate until I can get myself or somebody else out there to improve that overflow spillway. We're gonna have to figure something out. I've never seen so much debris coming down a little stream like that as this one. Man, this hillside's slick, but I was able to pull myself up through there and grab those brush piles that we had on the uphill side. I moved them down here, and I also cut myself the beginning of that little trail I've been talking about cutting in right here. That made getting those piles a lot easier, sitting flatter. It's like a heck of a storm getting ready to blow in. Luckily, I've got about an hour and a half round trip. Take this last load of grubbings out of here. When we come back, hopefully it's not pouring the rain, and I'll be able to start loading this brush out, and we'll be getting really, really close to being done. Yes, let's load some brush. From the looks of that dirt / mud, it has rained heavily here since I left to haul that last load of grubbings off. I may be wishing I'd just stayed at home. Oh yeah, it definitely rained. Let's see if we can even navigate this slope right now. That's gonna be fun. All right, let's just see if we can track. Ah, we got a little bit of trackage there. If this thing takes off sliding, we gotta catch ourselves. Am I scared? Nah. Because when I cut this little road here, I left a lip on this side, and that should help hold me. Doesn't mean that it will for sure, but it should help. Yeah, we're definitely sliding. But we're getting traction. We're okay. For now. According to the weatherman, let's just make this easy on ourselves. How about that? Oh, we're sliding. I'm sliding. It's all good. This is like ballet on ice. Alright, let's see if I can get up to the top here. Come on. So, we're at kind of a little bit of a standstill here. What I'm going to do, work my way up the hill, Good times. This is good lessons for you folks. So this is fun to me. I mean, it can be aggravating, but you know, you might as well make a game out of it. So what we're going to do is figure out how to fix this issue. All right, before I spin, because watch this. Those tracks are trying to spin that way instead of the body spinning. So I'm going to drop my blade and just put a little bit of pressure on it. Let's spin around. And we got to be ready for this joker to take off, folks, I'm telling you. See right there where it about slid off the edge? So what we're going to do now is we're going to get started. And I'm going to bite in just to the point where I'm feeling resistance, and that tells me I'm below the mud level. So let's just push this on down through here. Alright, now you notice I'm pushing a lot better now. What I'm doing is I'm dozing off that top layer of mud. That's going to really help us. I'm going to push it all the way down to the bottom here. Now this doesn't mean I'm going to get all of the mud to the point where I don't have any problems, but I should avoid sliding off and going down toward the house. Even if that happens, you know, with a little experience, that won't bother you either. So we're just going to push every bit of this mud off. We don't want to take too much, though, because every time it rains, we got to do this. Now I'm just going to lift up and taper it out. Make me a little platform here. Now you can see that's a lot drier looking. We're in good shape now. Let's get back up through here. Tomorrow, I've got to cut this trail on around to a gate and install a culvert in the creek down there. So that'll be tomorrow's project. Now another thing we can do is idle it down to reduce the power to the tracks. You can see I'm moving along just fine now. We're in a lot better place. Now right there's kind of where I started cutting my blade. You notice I'm starting to slip. I don't need to go any farther really. I'm going to put my blade down, lock it in. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin uphill first. That way if it takes off for whatever reason, I can just grab into the hillside. So let's spin around and give it a test. And I'm not being too ginger with my swinging. I want it to slide now because I'm ready for it. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's get us a couple of grabs of this good stuff. Okay. I'm going to curl it in, bring it in close to me. Now we're going to start our incredible journey with all this good stuff. Now you got to see it's trying to slide a little bit, so what you can do, since we got so much weight in the grapple there, is just kind of help ourselves along and just be ready to drop the blade. You'll be fine. I'm just going to kind of take off here. And if we get going, we get going. I'll just lock everything down. So I'm not even really having to drive that track right there. So now let's line us up brush in all directions. My goal now is to get all of this brush within reach. That way tomorrow, if it's just following a flood, I can work all of this brush and cut it up and load it out and never have to go up through here. But this is a bunch of brush, I can tell you that. Go ahead and put our blade down, little pressure. I see I'm starting to get familiar with the level of slippery that we're dealing with. That's a big old grab of pine right there. I could almost, look, she's trying to lean on me. There's a big old top in there messing me up. Let's see if we can not get it. Nope, it's wanting to come with me, so we're going to take it. There we go. Shoot, that's nearly the whole rest of the pile right there. Off we go. We're tipping. Burn it. Yeah, that's how it goes. Found a soft spot in my little road here. I just roughed this road in real quick like. Don't surprise me. See how it dug in right there and I'm leaning? We'll recover from it. Like I said, ballet on ice. You just learn to deal with this stuff. If you're going to work in the mountains, well, it's trying to slide down the hill on me, isn't it? Trying its darndest. Just toss that stuff for now. I'm going to make life easy on myself. I want to get a bunch of mud mixed in that because I've got to cut it up with the saw. See if I can reach that. Come on. Yes. Yes! I thought I was going to have to walk down that muddy slope to get that twig. That was going to be annoying, wasn't it? We got her. I think we're going to get her. I'm just going to leave that for now. No saw needed for that, do I? Alright, we'll leave that there. Then I have to be a little crafty. Hally ho! We'll just slide right into that, won't we? You bet. You betcha. It's a lot of brush. A couple of truckloads at least. And what I'll do on the final cleanup, I'll have to get in the mud a little bit, and that stuff I'll just haul off with it as grubbins. Stick this up here for now. Oh, yeah, we're doing good. Real good. Oops. Don't be sliding on me now. The thing about brush piles, they don't typically roll off from you. That's a bunch of mud right there. I'll just have to stick it in the bottom. It can be aggravating dealing with mud. Guarantee. Now let's see if we can do something here. I could slide right off into the truck if I ain't careful. Kind of a barbarian if I am not comfortable. You know, this pile almost looks short enough for me to be able to kind of stick it in sideways and pull it around. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see here, folks. Is this going to be a win or a flop? Might be a little closer there. Just a little bit closer. I don't want to make a mess in the yard is the thing. There's one limb in. Let's see here. Oh, I broke one of his limbs. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. See if I don't catch that weight just right. This could be bad. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't want you to get in this group anyway. Get out of there. If I was a good operator, I could pull this off. I just don't know if I'm a good operator. I don't know. I don't know. It ain't looking good. Ah. I'm going to be wishing that I just took the saw out, ain't I? I bet I am. Is there hope for this hillbilly? I don't know. Whether this works or not, though, I ain't gonna do it again. Get in there. Woo! We might have a win. Let's see. Can he do it? This is entirely too much work. You see that sucker sticking up over there? Oh, man. Shouldn't have done this. I screwed up. You ever do something you wished you hadn't? This is it. I mean, it's kind of working, but kind of not. Because now I can't reach that big old pole over there. How am I going to get him? I don't know. That wasn't worth it. It was fun though. Let's see if I can just get close enough here. Ooh, I think there might have been a little hope there. As long as I don't slide off. I feel like we should be playing the Jeopardy theme song. That was painful to watch on my end. I'm sure it was terrible on y'all's. Woo! I got it in there, but at the expense of time. On to the next grab. Let's see here. See what all's in here. Now this may be much stuff I can break up. There's one thing in there that's a little long, hard to break. Let's see what it looks like up there. I don't like it. Found it. Found you. Have I said yet that loading a truck from this direction is aggravating? Because it is. Let's see what's in this pile here. Pine tops. Oh yeah, I think we can work with that now. Let's see. Get back down here. Now what we're going to do is grab this end of them. Might be able to break a few off here. There we go. Get them wadded up enough, it'll be alright. It's just getting them wadded up. It's the tricky part. Tricky. Sorry y'all can't see all of that. I got some limbs hanging over the wrong way. Humidity ain't making it easy to film either. My apologies on that. See how much air is in that? I'll work on getting that mash down and then we'll try to put some more in there. Treat that like a set of scissors right there. That's jack pine right there, it ain't snapping good. We're packing a lot in here though, so I'm happy. Oh boy, can I reach? Thank goodness for a progressive length thumb. Now that worked out pretty good, didn't it? bit more of that pine if I can. It just started pouring again. Come on. This blame thing is becoming a thorn in my side. There we go. I can grab these limbs by the tips. I'll stick them in there real nice. Just like that. I'm actually in a good position to pull them out of the pile like that. I'm just going to keep doing that. Right there's a couple. Might scuff up my sign on the back of the truck, but that's okay. We'll work with it. Yes, that's going really nice now. I don't know why I didn't think of doing it this way. I guess I just figured if I grabbed them by the tips that they were just going to snap off. Well, I apologize to all you good folks at home, but it's raining and my camera died on me. I'm having to video this outro on the cellular phone. I'm kind of up here at the top of where the little trail's going to be. Looking over this way, just give you guys kind of a final tour. Right down there at that existing culvert's where I got to fix the new one tomorrow. We've gotten everything cleared off for the most part. I'm not even going to try to do too much more today just because of the rain and the mud. I'd just be sliding all over the place doing more damage than good, but it's cleaned up pretty good. They've got a landscaper that's going to come and do, like, I guess all the finish work, seed, straw, and all that. Then it's up to the horses to make it home. And I believe I've got maybe one load, maybe two loads of brush left. And a tiny little bit of stumps that I'll probably just throw into the